Good morning, everybody. This is my wife's 2024 Hyundai Ioniq 5 Limited. So we're gonna do a couple things here today. We're gonna change out those emblems, and we're going to put a dash cam up in there. All you see is clouds now, but anyways, you get the idea. So that's going to be removed and replaced with these Morse code. So this is the front, it's the rear. I've already got looked at the reviews and the quality of this, and yeah, it's all true. It's not the best quality. You can see the imperfections in the paint, you can see the imperfections in the actual molding. See how it's all it's on mostly on the large one. You can see it's on the top too. If it'll focus there. Anyways, it's there. So what we're gonna do, we'll clean this off really well, use alcohol so it's nice and clean, and then we're going to I'm gonna spray it with this Dupli-Color wheel matte clear coat. If it can handle a wheel going 75, 80 miles an hour, however fast you drive, it can handle protecting that paint from chipping. So that's the whole goal here, is to actually protect this, even though we shouldn't have to do that buying something for 50 bucks, but is what it is. There's no other choice right now. So that we're going to install this Vantrue, which is the front, rear, and interior cabin cameras. I have this in my EV6 Kia, and it's been great so far. And I just don't like how you have to transfer. It's a little bit quirky and cumbersome, but it does. And when I did do it, the quality is really good. I mean, 4K. And this is the Dashcam hardware kit. And what this is for is if you're using like parking, like when your car's off and you're away from your car, that this actually will activate that camera. If your car is bumped or whatever, someone tries to break glass or something like that, it'll start recording. So you need this if that's what you want. If you don't care about it, then you don't need this part. You can actually just plug it into there's an area where the rear view mirror, you can use the power source from there. But anyways, we're not doing that. And this is the card I'm using. 512 gig, I believe that's the max you could put in the camera, but you want one of these high endurance cards. Anyways, last one I bought was this, and I have no problems. Don't buy that cheap Chinese crap, that no name stuff. And yeah, that didn't work well when I was had this actually my phone that I'm using right now, and had a Las Vegas trip, and it yeah, 1/3 of my videos in the Spear watching Dead concert was ruined. Anyways, don't take that chance. Buy a good brand. And this is a filter, polarized filter for the front camera. Works well as well. So anyways, I know this whole kit fit my EV6, and so I'm redoing it on my wife's Ioniq 5. So anyways, let's get to that work. First thing I'm gonna do, this, because it's super hot here in San Diego this week, and I want to get started on this morning, at least get this coated. A few coats is that's my goal today. And I might have to put this on later on this afternoon, because it might just be too hot. I think around 12 peaks at like over 100 degrees. So let's get this going. Alright guys, did a little bit of prep work here, got those ridges off. So basically what you want to do is just, instead of going this direction, just scrape it like that to get that hole imperfection ridge around, so I gotta do now the small one. It's not as bad, but the big one was just, man, that would bother me if that was on my car. And, well, it's on my wife's car, it's on our car, and yeah, if I had to look at that every time I washed it, yeah, it would probably piss me off. Anyways, let's do this one and then clean it off really good, get those little bit of plastic flakes off of there, and then we'll start painting with the matte clear. All right, they're prepped out, and I just use isopropyl alcohol to clean it off. You just want to get every little bit of grease or, you know, fingerprint oils or whatever, so that's a little better. And I didn't like fine sand the edges, because once you hit it with the clear coat, that's actually gonna smooth all that out. But yeah, you can see there's a lot of paint imperfections. They just didn't put enough, and I don't know what kind of paint they're using, but we're gonna seal it off. So here's my little makeshift paint booth. So here we go, just some light coats. Let's get a test. Okay. The initial light coat. So just give that a few minutes and then we'll just continue on. Alright guys, so let's move on to this camera, dash cam. So they have these plastic, I guess it makes it stick better as far as to the windshield. There's a 3M tape on the back of this mount here, which actually this should come off. Yeah, there you go. So you can see the film, and then you just stick this there, and then it should just, it's like a magnetic, so it's actually pretty cool. And I actually installed this, well, bought this from Amazon, which is it's kind of an L, because there's a USB-C plug there. For this one will probably be for the rear camera, and then the one over here, which is the one we're going to run down to the fuse box, which is part of that kit. Anyways, so that's where we're at now, and I just need to remove, I might be able to just, yeah, I don't have to take this off. I could just shove all the wires through here. So it tucks underneath the headliner, goes through here, down, and then the fuse box is down there. Then I just got to find an 12 volt that's always on and not by ignition, because you want it always on, because that's what sets off the dash cam whenever there's a strike to your car, or broke glass or something like that while the car is parked. So we'll do that, and then the rear camera cable's actually going to follow this whole headliner. It's going to go tuck in through here all the way to the back, and then I'll show you how to, there's a plastic plate back there, and then you want to also, there's a grommet that goes through to the hatch, because you're going to mount that camera on the hatch glass. At least that's how I did it on my EV6. It looks pretty much the same. So let's get to running some cable. Okay, so we're fishing. This is the rear view camera USB-C cable, so it fish it through here. You kind of have to pop this one back, and then you can actually pull down the headliner. So what we're doing is we're feeding it right through here, this grommet, which runs in through here. This is the hardest part. It's actually getting that USB-C cable through here. But I got it on the EV6, so we can do it here. And then we're gonna run it through here, pop this cover off, and the camera will actually mount right there somewhere. So let's continue. All right, I just got to clean off that goo. So what's going to happen when you pull this off, there's some, like, I don't know, whatever, black tarch goo that holds us down. Kind of made a mess here, but I'll clean that up later. Anyways, it's all ran right through here, up, and it comes up inside here, and there's the USB-C cable, and I just mounted the camera. So I just put it center of this, and I'll adjust this. This kind of goes this up and down for the adjustment in the back. And then right now we're going to go ahead and start working on that cable, the power cable to the fuse box. All right, don't mind the AC. It's so freaking hot. I got to run the AC, but there's the cable. Run right through here. Pull this panel off here. Fuse box panel here, and there's all the fuses. So here's actually the diagram. I'll show which one I used as far as which one of these. These are the little adapter things. So this first slot here is actually when you pull the fuse out, whichever one we use, we put that one here. So really you're not changing the fuse amperage. And this one right here is actually the one for the camera setup. So we'll use my Harbor Freight multimeter, and then we'll figure out which one of these is power on all the time. But of course I gotta turn this car off, figure out which one it is. So let's do this. I might use that one. Looks like USB charger. Let me look at that one. Actually, I think that one's actually when ignition's on. But let's see what's going on. All right, guys. Hopefully you can see this and it's focusing. I don't know what's going on here, but okay. So I use the multimedia in the module. So multimedia is 12 volts all time. Okay, not ignition, and this module actually is ignition. So I went ahead and used this as the you'll see there's 3 wires here, right? So we got all-time power, which is the red one. The ground, we got to ground this, and then this yellow one is ACC. So accessory, or when you turn the ignition. Or yeah, accessory. Let's not use ignition, but yeah, accessory. So let's go ahead and coil this up, and let's mount this box in here somewhere flat, and then finish this up, and then we'll test the camera. All right, guys, there you go. Everything's all tucked in there. Here's your ACC. This is the power to the battery, and the car is on. Yeah. Look at that. It's all ready for the setup portion. Okay, this is drying now, so it's been drying now for a couple hours. Well, while I was doing the dash cam, but that's half a can I used, so it's pretty thick on there. So that should save that from ever peeling, which is what I'm seeing in the reviews. So off to the next thing. All right, time to remove this emblem. We're gonna try heat gun, and there's a tool it comes with. Actually, it's just a string, almost looks like one of those key fob things. We'll try that, and then we'll also try to use this plastic tool that came with my dash cam for, you know, pulling panels and stuff like that. And then for the adhesive, I have good luck with this stuff. Goof Off Pro Strength, which you might want to test it, make sure, because it's pretty good at it'll remove some paints, but Clearcoat seems to be okay, but we'll test it first. All right, let's do that. it's hot, that emblem. So looks like this just peels off, and there's no issues here. Got a little bit of this stuff on here. Okay, this is just a dry fit here, so you can kind of see here that this one is kind of oval, that's round, oval, round. Let's see if this lines up. People were saying that it doesn't. Yeah, it's on the money. So yeah, that lines up. We're just going to wait for this to dry off. Probably put this on this afternoon. Okay, let's get the rear emblem on. So lost footage because this camera overheated, so basically the same thing as the front. You can see there's some different holes going on here. It's too damn hot right now. I don't even want to be outside, but anyways, we'll let this the emblems, Morse code emblems, dry off, and then we'll install later this afternoon when it cools off. It's just too high. All right, let's get this going on. Put this on. So the backing here, just gonna remove that guy. There's your oval. Try not to touch or put any kind of finger oils. So weather's a little bit wacky today. Over 100 degrees right now, but it's cloudy and I can hear thunder. So I'm gonna actually put a piece of blue tape here so that the water doesn't ingress at the top here and somehow jack with the adhesive. There you go. Alright, there it is. Alright guys, there you go. There's your emblem. New one, Morse code for the letter H. We're all done there. There you go. So on the rear as well. So, yeah, much better. So, there she goes, folks. Oh, you can even kind of see the dash cam is mounted as well, right there. front and rear and interior. So I believe they call it a 3-channel, but tested and everything, it's all working good. So, well, let's talk about this. So this thing, would I, well, have no choice. So pretty much we're all stuck with buying this one. I believe, I don't think there's any more, but gosh, I'm just sweating out here. It's like over 100 degrees. But anyways, so yeah, half a can of Clearcoat. I had to scrape off the imperfections on the sides with a razor blade, and remove the old one. Was pretty easy. Pretty much destroy the old one. It cracked and all that stuff, but I mean, I don't care. It's not going back anyways. So install was easy. Like, did the camera as well. That one went pretty well. It's not too difficult at all too. Even installing the parking mode, direct connection to the fuse box. It's just pretty much hot as hell out here, so it was kind of had to take breaks or work with the AC on and stuff like that. But anyways, should we have to, you know, do all this stuff to this emblem for 50 bucks? Well, no, we shouldn't. So if there was another choice, I would buy it, but I don't. So anyways, well, if you like this this review, install, etc., please share, subscribe, and give it a like. Anyways, we'll talk to you